Do any of you guys and gals play open jam nights or festivals? Um, especially the festivals, bigger venues, but not really big ones. It's just, like city festivals, summer festivals, and Oktoberfest and that kind of stuff. And there's definitely a preferred etiquette that will work in your favor. And somebody's got to talk about it. And so, unfortunately, it's going to be me. When you are asked to play or you're scheduled to play a festival, have sympathy for the sound guys. They have a hard job to do, and they have to work on a tight schedule. And cities don't take kindly when the schedule is not adhered to. So do everything you can to help the sound guys. Every once in a while, they'll have a drum set on stage already set up. If you can find it in your heart, if they ask you, hey, would you mind using this? And I always say yes, even if it looks like it was set up for a Martian. I'll figure out a way without changing everything, but I'm getting ahead of myself. When they hear that, yes, you would like to use the provided drum set, you'll see them smile and their eyes light up and they love you. It's instant love. Because you'll notice that the drum set is already mic'd. They don't have to fuss with miking position, setting up mics, doing sound checks. Just a quick sound check to make sure, get a feel for how you play the drums. You agree, and then you sit down behind the drum set and you absolutely can't play it. I mean, literally, it's set up so that you cannot play it, which is really unlikely. If you want to start making adjustments, ask before you do. And they might say, yeah, go ahead. They might say, no, we'd rather you don't. Or they might say, if you're going to change a bunch of stuff, just bring your drums up. So it's best to just figure out. And that's where playing on a lot of different drum sets really helps you in the long run, because you can sit down behind almost anything and, you might not be comfortable, but you'll get through it. And it was like you could give Buddy Rich some pots and pans, and you could tell the guy's a monster. I mean, you can't disguise a good drummer. So if you've been doing your homework and you know how to play, that's going to come through. And you might have to say, well, obviously, as you survey the arrangement of the drums, you might see, I'm not going to be using that cymbal. I can't even reach it. I can't even reach out and touch it with tip of a stick. Don't know why it's out there. Or the cymbals are sky high or whatever. You can modify your playing to suit the drum set. If the hi-hat is covering the snare drum, the guy probably or girl has French grip. You're just going to have to figure out a way through it. Or they let you move everything, which kind of defeats the purpose of using the stage drums. I mean, if you move something, then they have to attend to the microphone positioning, because that will change everything. If it's a difficult drum set to play, don't let it get to you, and don't let them see you become irritated, angry, whatever. You want to remember that you want to be there and that you're having fun. Even if it's not particularly fun, it will be fodder for a lot of great stories on down the road. I can attest to that. And if there isn't a drum set, what you want to do is, typically festivals will have a staging area at the back of the stage, typically, and you can prefab your drums, get cymbals on stands, get all drums out of the cases, get things set up as much as you can back there to expedite getting on stage, expedite load in. And every once in a while, the band in front of you, they will finish playing, and you'll get some people who are either inexperienced or inconsiderate or both, and they just want to schmooze. And you have to be ready to jump on the opportunity when they clear the stage. And eventually, there will come a point where you may want to gently inquire as to when they're going to get the heck off the stage. And then once you get that signal, and please wait for the signal, and you'll probably get it from the sound, the stage sound help will probably let you know when it's time to take the stage. And then you take it as fast as you can, and you get your drums set up as fast as you can, and they will probably start setting up mics while you are setting up your drums. Just keep an eye on things, and if it looks like a microphone is going to interfere with your playing style, tell them at that point. Don't be afraid to tell them, and they will work with you. And for example, typically they like to put the snare mic in closer, and I use more of an American grip, and if I'm out on the tom, I run the risk of hitting the snare mic. You know, they like to get it over the rim sometimes. So if you are sitting, what I do is I just sit, and the most likely interference is that snare mic, and I put my sticks on the tom, and I've never had to say anything. The sound guys instantly look, and they realize, oh, okay, that's when you're playing the tom, that's where your hands are, and they're happy to accommodate that. And I've had several sound men tell me, never had anybody do that. That's a great idea. We love it. So I espouse that idea with a pretty significant degree of confidence that sound men like to know. That's the time, not after you start playing. And then when it's time to do the sound check, play your drums like you're going to play them when the music starts playing, when the band starts playing. Don't tap, tap. Don't smash stuff if you're not going to smash it on stage. The sound men want an accurate representation of how you are going to play and how you're going to sing. So don't be afraid to really sing loud into that mic. If you're a singing drummer, give them what you're going to give them during the performance. Be honest. And the same thing holds true with open mic nights, open jams. You want to get on and off the stage as quick as possible. And if something doesn't work for you, don't start changing things. Unless you check with the drummer, and don't ever pull out a drum key and start tuning things. That is absolutely forbidden. Unless you know the drummer and you ask him, hey, do you mind if I tickle your tuning a little bit? And he'll say, or she'll say, yeah, what the heck? Because they've heard your drums and they know your drums sound killer. Anyway, getting back on stage at the festival, play your heart out, sing your lungs out, and then as soon as you are done, no schmoozing. You can stand up, take a bow, wave to the crowd, and get your stuff off the stage immediately, if not sooner. And that not only puts you in good standing with the sound men, but it puts you in good standing with the people who are taking the stage behind you. They love that. When they see that you're not dilly-dallying and you want to make room for them. You want to clear the stage so the next band can get on. The only time you can schmooze and dilly-dally is if you are the closing act. That's the only time.